Your forecast first, sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
We had the snow showers early this morning. Unfortunately, though, we are still calling for more additional snow showers to be in the area for us later on Thursday going into Friday. Right now, though, we are noticing our clouds beginning to kind of thin out a bit more, so we're expecting clear and cold conditions overnight tonight. Down to 42 in Champaign, 43 in Decatur, 46 in Effingham, 38 in Watseka, and 40 in Pontiac, which is where we've got our Pontiac RV weather camera showing the partly cloudy skies there and the cumulus clouds on our roofing dog INET. Our winds are out of the northwest right now. Gusts earlier today, they were around 35 to even closer to 40 when you had those snow squalls moving through. Now they're about between 25 and 30. So we've got clear skies overnight tonight. It's cold, and we are still talking about some snow before the warm-up arrives for the weekend. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now on WCIA 3 News.
A 15-year-old was shot and killed while riding his bike. What Urbana police have to say about the person accused of pulling the trigger.
Obviously, those pictures tell a different story.
And it's those pictures that have a senior living facility in trouble after 2 more people have died there from the coronavirus.
Very frustrated, tears, anxiety.
She was shut down and told to wait on unemployment. How one independent business owner is still waiting to see the money.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
Urbana police have arrested a teenager for the murder of another teenager Saturday night. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Roscoe. 15-year-old Terrius Pettis was shot and killed near South Philo and Michigan Avenue. WCIA 3's Jennifer Jensen is live in Urbana. So Jennifer, tell us more about the person who was arrested.
Police say it was a 16-year-old boy, but because he's a minor, they aren't releasing his name. Pettis was shot while he was riding his bike down the street. Detectives think he was targeted and that this did not seem to be a random act of violence. Officials believe the 16-year-old who was arrested is the only person connected to killing him. Although an arrest has been made, police are still investigating, so they're asking anybody with surveillance video or pictures or if they know anything to please contact Urbana Police. Live in Urbana, I'm Jennifer Jensen, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Jennifer, thank you for that update. A coronavirus outbreak at a senior living facility in Decatur has now led to 5 deaths. 2 people died from the virus overnight. Now, county public health officials are calling on the state for help. WCIA 3's Cole Henke has more.
2 women in their 80s died from coronavirus in Macon County. All 5 deaths from the virus in the county are people who lived at Fairhaven Senior Living Center.
We have been in constant communication with Fairhavens and also with the Illinois Department of Public Health about this situation. Even before there was a confirmed case of COVID-19 in our entire community.
The Macon County Public Health Department is not just asking for more equipment, but also for the state to train the staff at Fairhavens on how to use that equipment and how to fight a virus that they never dreamed they would be facing.
Our request is that all residents and staff be tested for COVID-19, residents and staff at Fairhavens. We are also asking IDPH for help in training staff in infection control measures and proper protocol in donning and doffing PPE.
The Public Health Department asked the Illinois Department of Public Health for more testing, and Macon County Public Health Administrator Brandy Binkley said the state will change protocol to test staff at the facility. The Fairhaven Senior Living Facility is under fire after pictures shared on social media showed staff on the job not wearing proper personal protective equipment. Binkley saw the pictures and reported them.
Reports that we are receiving is that it is occurring. Obviously, those pictures tell a different story, and that is why I wanted that information to get to the regulatory agency that would be handling that, and that has been done and followed up on. We've been in a lot of conversations with them on an ongoing basis, and even a lot more since last night.
Reporting in Decatur, Cole Henke, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Fairhavens has not responded to several requests for comment. There are 43 cases of coronavirus in the county. 32 are associated with Fairhavens. Champaign County has doubled its number of deaths from COVID-19. 2 more people have died, bringing the number to 4. It was a man and woman, both in their 80s, and both had underlying health conditions. There are 80 new deaths in Illinois. That makes 948 total lives lost. The state is reporting more than 1,300 new cases. We are now close to 25,000 total in the state. Champaign County now has 90 of those cases, 52 in Sangamon County, 43 in Macon County. And to keep up to date with the latest on COVID-19, download the free WCIA 3 News app. And this is new for you at 6. Thousands have applied for unemployment in Illinois, but independent contractors have been denied. The governor says that will change starting next month. In the meantime, it's been a struggle. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting has the story.
It's frustrating, very frustrating.
That only begins to describe what hairdresser Julie Smith has gone through since shutting her shop down. She was forced to close because she's not an essential business.
I was told to start filing for unemployment, that Illinois had a package, they were getting a package ready.
Smith was denied because she's an independent contractor.
I've tried calling, you can't get through.
Self-employed hairdresser Denise LAWSON shares Smith's frustrations. She feels their money should not be taking this long to come through.
Now, I still have a power bill, a phone bill, a water bill. I think they should have started with the ones that could not work, had to close their businesses, or, you know, like the restaurant owners, the waitresses, the cooks, all those people that cannot work. They should have started with us, and not the ones that are already getting unemployment or are allowed to get unemployment.
There's been some movement this week. Governor Pritzker announced that independent contractors' applications could be processed starting May 11th. But these two wish it could come sooner.
This has been the hardest 4 weeks ever.
Smith says she knows her situation is better than others, but she does feel that she could continue to work and do so safely.
I could wear a mask. My customers could wear a mask. One person at a time, wipe everything down, hand sanitizer. I can check their temperature before they come in.
In Georgetown, Courtney Bunting, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Independent contractors can still send in their applications now. Even if they're denied, their application will be kept and be ready for processing in early May. They will still be paid back for the time they could not work. Here's an update for you. Vermilion County investigators say they have confirmed the remains are human in that county. They were found in a field on Friday. At the time, they weren't sure what sort of remains they were. So the coroner's office was standing by while the sheriff's office worked to figure that out. A sample has now been sent to the state police lab to test for DNA. The FBI and Christian County Sheriff's Office were investigating at a home in Assumption. A crime scene unit was at a property on Sarah Street today. The FBI and Sheriff's Office were taking pictures inside and outside the home. Neither agency would say what they were investigating. It's called the Hip Hop Express, how several neighborhoods got wireless internet access with the stop of a bus. And also tonight,
we wanted to consolidate the students onto one side of campus.
Some students are still living in U of I dorms, and the school has plans for the empty rooms, just in case.
It was cold this morning, and then it was snowing, and now we have still been pretty cold with our temperatures that only topped out today in the lower and middle 40s by the afternoon. In fact, our low this morning was actually a new record low of 23. So it was a cold day today. We're going to be cold again tomorrow with a chance for some snow Thursday into Friday. The good news is things do warm up nicely here by the weekend and stay dry too.